Yo, Mod.
Wow!
Son.
Yeah, baby.
This has been something that I've wanted to do with you for a while because you're just this inspirational energy ball that, like, every time I sit with you, I leave inspired to do better.
Good,
and
bro.
That's what this is all about. This is about
Those are the few and far between compliments that mean the world to me. Are like people feeling the energy, people being inspired to do more, not just do something, to do more. Period. I think that I carry that with me, like, just the whole idea of like, wake up and celebrate. Wake up and celebrate. And while you're celebrating, because you woke up, you have a reason to celebrate. Like, leave something behind that day. Do something to leave behind, you know?
And that's what the true greats, I think, believe. Leave something behind, because everyone is so caught up in their own shit that they're all about, what can I get? What can I do that's going to better me, that, like, when I leave, I'm going to be happy with what I have. They're not, what can I leave behind for the other people that are going to come after you?
Yeah. That's a lot of my mentality around art. Just the whole concept of art is like I have a warehouse. Let's just say, for instance, like I have a warehouse in Van Nuys that holds probably like 60 some paintings of mine. I mean, canvases the size of this wall right here, type shit. And I get pressed a lot, like, well, sell some of this art. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want this shit. And I look at those things like, this is like treats for everyone after I die, type shit. Like, I look at those canvases and I'm like, that's $1 million piece of artwork someday. You know? And with my music, it coincides with that, because it's the same thing of like, I used to be so caught up in trying to perfect songs and projects that you lose the idea of, like, let it out. Like, stop second guessing yourself. And so basically, like, the whole idea behind my new album called BB, check it out.
We'll get to that. We're going to talk about that.
My whole idea was like, don't second guess yourself. Man, this is your art. Like, the world would be so sad not to have it.
Of course.
So as much as I can get out, I finally brought that to my music, because with art and writing books and stuff like that, it would always be like, dude, who cares? Like, if it's great or not, because the point is, like, you're doing it. And that's like, that's so important to me. Is to be doing this shit. Is to be really, like, to stop trying to compare yourself, first off.
And that's huge. And then that's a point that I really see from your social media and your music, is like, allow you to be who you are. And that's what young people need to hear more of. Not try to copy something and be something they're not.
The thing, and like, I'm gonna get into some real shit with you, because I like talking to you, and I've been doing interviews lately, like waiting for the right time to really let out some, like, some truth. But like, a lot of the shit fucked up with the world comes from the music industry trying to brand everything. And branding is, according to me, branding is the devil to your art. Okay. The second you start going, brand this, brand that, and trust me, I've fallen into this before. I am like 15, 16 years into my music career. I've learned many things. But branding specifically got people thinking about what the viewer wants and not what they want. And I can't stand seeing a brand now. Seeing someone on stage wearing the same fucking outfit every day. Seeing someone in their pictures doing the same pose.
We don't see that with you, that's for
sure.
No, your outfits change every time.
And my biggest thing is, like, wake up in the morning, dress how you feel. Dress how you feel. I've walked out of the house in a dress before, because that's how I felt.
I've seen posts of that.
Yes, and I'm serious about this. Like, one thing that I think that could be inspiring to the people that aren't inspired by me is the fact that I do get a fair share amount of hate, especially now in my life more than ever, because things have picked up a lot this year.
Even Jesus had haters, though.
Yeah, you damn right. You fucking damn right. But I think that it's brilliant, because most of the quote unquote hate that I get is about the way I look or act, not specifically about my art. I think that I've made a point that I'm on to something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be stopped. I'm a force to be reckoned with. And but I do get a lot of hate for the way I look, the way I act, the way I'm perceived, and I think that's brilliant because there's two sides to every coin, and
people like to hate what they don't understand.
Absolutely.
Or what they're afraid of.
There's a famous Bob Dylan quote that's "Don't criticize what you can't comprehend."
Yes.
And I've held that with me for so long. Like, don't criticize what you don't understand. And I think it's brilliant to have people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I love to make people uncomfortable.
Uncomfortability brings change.
Yeah.
Which we need.
I absolutely love making people feel uncomfortable. So if I can have some kind of part in making people see someone stand on the front line, and when they get the aggressive hate, I go crazier.
Yeah.
I go more far out. You know? And I stand for what I believe. I know that I have a realm that I stand in that is a role model because I have a lot of younger kids listening to me.
Yeah.
But I also think that being a role model is literally being honest.
Yeah.
I think honesty is power.
Does that ever weigh down on you, knowing that the actions and the words that you speak are being taken in and seen by young minds that are looking at you as how do I get to a place of enlightenment that they see you at?
I'll give you two examples, and I love them both. Like, a perfect example is my book, Did I Ever Wake Up? My first book I ever wrote. A parent came to me one time at a show. Their daughter had ordered the book. The parent saw it and read it first before they gave it to their daughter. So so they read it, and they loved it. And they came to the show, and they said, me and my husband were about to get a divorce. And I read that book, and I gave it to him and made him read it. And it saved our relationship. Wow. And to me, I came from a broken home. I mean, broken home. Like, my mom raised me. My sister raised me. But it was a lot of moving, a lot of all that. Yeah. And I took that as one of those things where I was like, you see? Like, you see, parents? Like, not only do your kids inspire, but I could touch your soul, too. Now, at the same time, my favorite writer is Charles Bukowski. Yeah. He said, if the cops are around, you're doing something right. If your parents like it, you're not doing anything.
That's true.
And so I don't like to appease to the parents. I'm not trying to be squeaky clean.
But the message that you were passing along is a positive, inspiring one.
You can't hate it.
So you kind of have this, like, impossible to find best mix of both.
Yeah. Yeah, really, because I firmly know that I have given weed a good name. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not the anti-weed commercial girl deflated on her couch. You feel me? Like, I'm out here, I'm smoking and motivated. I'm doing my thing. Yes. And I'm preaching the good word and shit. Like, so, again, like, my book, Did I Ever Wake Up, is a picture of me on the front smoking a joint and shit, but the words inside there will change your life. Yeah. And so, I do believe I found a balance between being able to be a punk and being, like, someone who can lead you to the promised land type shit.
I want to ask you something that I ask friends of mine, and I went through it. I came from a broken home as well. We're about this, I think, 87 babies. Yeah. So 87 babies.
Yeah, my dog.
Divorce these days is taken as very lightly, I feel. Did divorce affect you as a kid growing up?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Because it wasn't the norm. It wasn't the norm when we were kids.
No, and it's probably the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah. In what way?
It was terribly affecting me in a way that I'm a boy, a man, being raised by a mother and my older sister. I was in sports growing up, surrounded by the dads cheering on the kids. This is like a male thing, low key. And I had that fucking angel of a mother that literally would learn how to play a sport just to be there for me.
That's so awesome.
And, like, I'll never forget that shit. And the fact my mom always told me, like, a tip for anyone out there who is raising kids, like, tell your kid they're natural, whether they are or not. Yeah. Tell them they're natural. Yeah. Because the first time you do something, you're not supposed to be good. But if you tell that kid they're a natural at it, they will feel so empowered. And you're not tricking them. They will use it.
Yeah.
It affected me terribly in those ways. It made me so competitive because I felt like I had to be an Ultraman. You know, I had to somehow be the best on the team, even though I didn't have a dad practicing with me type shit.
Yeah.
That being said, I am so in touch with my emotions and my sensitive side and my feeling for others due to being raised by a female.
I'm exactly the same.
I know that for a fact. I'm not trying to sound like stereotypical or derogatory towards female men, but it's a difference, motherfucker. We all know that. And I am so, like, I watch films with my girlfriend and, like, I cry more times than she does. You feel me?
I'll be there.
And she's a crier. She's
I'll cry.
Real shit.
Yeah.
And that's the poet in me. The poet in me is that, like, I could say a sentence to you and make you cry because I've felt those before. And so the divorce is an ugly, ugly thing. And in my specific case, my parents hated each other and would essentially, well, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful to my mom, so maybe she won't watch this one, hopefully. But they would pit me against each other.
Yeah, which
is natural.
It's normal, you know.
It's natural because if my dad shows up, you know, 4 hours late to pick me up, my mom's gonna go, oh, you know,
this is what your dad does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's facts.
Yeah.
And then my motherfucking dad ran away.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like, you know, there was a lot to be said. But as children, you know, there are times emotionally that parents will not understand how to get a point across to their child. And that shit will stick with your kid. I mean, I have very, very, very distinct memories of my childhood.
Yeah.
And, like, the bad outweighing the good a lot of times.
But I feel that that's so important because I always believe that to get someone that has so much positivity and an inspiring mindset, you have to have seen the bad.
Dude, you gotta understand, like, you said it so perfectly. Like, a perfect example is, like, if you can't be happy broke, money's not gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't be happy sad, happiness isn't gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
You have to understand what it was like to be sad, to be lonely, to be that fucking outcast at school every day. If you have those feelings in you and you weren't just this, like, fucking came out of the womb beautiful, most popular kid, get everything they want, driving the fucking Porsche at 16, like, if you're that person, I'm sorry, you're behind.
Yeah.
You're behind all of the kids that had to go through some real shit.
Yeah.
Because those are times when you don't know that a therapist exists.
Yeah.
You don't know that talking to your friend, not about what was on TV last night and about how you were crying in bed, you don't know that that's actually, like, a savior.
Yeah.
Because that's all taught to hide.
Yeah.
And that's why people are talking so much about mental health right now. And, like, it's a shame that they're doing so much talking.
And not action.
Yeah, motherfucker. I mean, same people talking about mental health are the same ones that make you feel like shit about yourself.
Yeah.
It's very funny. I don't make people feel like shit.
No, your music, your messages is all about happiness.
Yes.
Where did it really change for you? Because I'm hearing the hurt, the sadness.
Yeah.
Where did it change?
The Law of Attraction, The Secret, those two things I was introduced to at around 18 years old, and that totally changed my life. I mean, literally the second I saw a dude who had, you know, MD and physicist behind their name say these things that I had been thinking, it was just like, done. It's real. It's fucking real. And no one can tell me it's not real now. Because in our heads, from the day we're born, we know, even if you're a bad person, you know that doing bad isn't going to get you good. It's a quick fix.
Yeah.
That's it. We know that. We know karma and these things exist. We just do. Once you hear someone that is maybe respectable, in a respectable position, or done years and years and years of studying, it hits you and you're like, okay, this is real. This is not fairy tales, you know? And it all changed when I heard someone say just simply like, your mentality is your reality. Whatever you are thinking, you are asking for. And I'm not saying whatever you're thinking you're going to get. I'm saying whatever you're thinking you're asking for. Perfect example I use all the time is if you say you don't want a parking ticket after you get one, you just asked for another one.
Yeah.
If you get a parking ticket and you go, cool, put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Pay that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't go, oh, fuck, I hate parking ticket. You know you just said parking ticket.
Yeah.
It is an unbiased universe listening to you. It does not care about your wants or don't wants.
Yeah.
It literally only cares about what you're thinking about, the topic of your thoughts, the topic of your conversation. It's hard for people to understand sometimes. It's very in your face to be like, everything bad that has happened to you is because of you. You are 100% responsible 100% of the time for 100% of the things that happen to you.
At first, you kind of take that knowledge that you get on like realizing that what you put out is what you actually will perceive. When did you realize that you could actually use that knowledge to help others through music, through poetry, through art, those kind of things? Because your music starts early.
Yes.
And has transformed.
Yes. It started early as me playing drums.
Which
that is
drummer
early
myself as well.
Yeah. In heavy rock bands, hardcore bands, breakdowns.
You would be the wildest drummer. I'm
playing drums on my new tour. On my tour coming
tour?
out, I'm playing drums on some of the songs. Yeah.
Awesome.
I got my set on stage. Started very early, and once I found out those things, I no longer wanted to be a part of a band that didn't speak only positivity.
Yeah.
I was in a band that literally would go, I fucking miss you.
Yeah.
I'm crying. Shit like that, right?
How'd that make you feel?
Well, for a while it was fun,
Yeah.
but I'll never forget when I found the light, the positivity light. I'll never forget saying to my band, like, keep in mind, I'm going like this, because we're a screaming band.
Yeah.
Okay? I was like, why don't we make a song that's like, let's celebrate.
Yeah.
I remember saying that to them, and they fucking laughed me out of the room.
Really?
They laughed me out of the room. Like, and right then and there I said, you think it's funny?
Yeah.
You think it's funny making music about celebrating? Watch what I do.
Yeah.
Quit that day.
Wow.
Quit that day. And that day I started to put together the pieces of how to make music. I was born in Bloomington, Minnesota. Nobody around me was even playing in bands, let alone rapping, let alone making beats, let alone even knew what the fuck I was talking about. There was no help. It was all by myself. The name of my first project is All By Myself, but by is spelled B-U-Y because I knew from the beginning I had to invest in myself. And I did the whole first project by myself, from the beats to the music, every single thing about it. And I just remember having this drive to be like, you people don't take happy music seriously. They think that,
is that?
And this is still going on. I'll say this, I'll say this very firmly. When I came out, there was no Kendrick Lamar song called I Love Myself. Okay? I was making songs that said I love myself.
Yeah.
Okay? And I was getting more hate than you can imagine for making positive rap music. It did not exist 9 years ago when I started doing it.
You tweeted something like that the other day. You said, I used to get laughed at for doing what I do today, and today I'm respected for it.
Yeah. And that's how it goes, people. But that wasn't existent. Now, back in the day, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, you had a little bit of positive rap, But that disappeared for a very long time. It wasn't happening. Do I think that affected hip-hop? You goddamn right.
Yeah.
You goddamn right. Do I think that there's artists that would not exist right now that are your favorite artists if I didn't fucking touch the mic? You goddamn right.
Wow.
I know it for a fact. Now, like you said, was I literally, for my entire first tour that I ever did as my son, booed off the stage every night? I didn't leave the stage, but I was booed off the stage. Yes. Then.
How do you get past that? Being on a stage and you're doing something that you're so passionate about and you believe in, and you can see that people just can't get their mind around what you're doing.
You know what? I have this thing where inside me where as soon as I get in front of people, I know that's my chance. And I'll never waste my shot.
Yeah.
I've never backed down from a crowd. Ever once. I look them in the eyes and take it all. And I'm going to eat them alive.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what happened this first tour. It's the funniest situation. So I quit playing in my band, started doing mod song. Was doing really well. Off to a good start. And this band called Scary Kids, Scaring Kids, who I've been friends with forever, approached me and were like, yo, we need a drummer. I was like, cool. I was like, I don't play drums anymore.
Yeah.
But I was like, I know all the songs and I'm the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. But I was like, you got to let Mod Sun open for you every night. So they're doing a tour playing to 2,000 kids every night.
Yeah.
My first tour is Mod Sun. I open up the set. This is a rock and roll,
Yeah.
hard rock tour. There's not a band on this tour that doesn't have screaming and double kick.
Yeah.
I open up rapping. Literally the first song I rapped over was a Party in the USA remix over Miley Cyrus.
Wow.
And then I moved on to some other shit. And I literally come back. I got booed off stage. Like I said, I didn't leave stage, but they booed every song, throwing shit at me. I'd get off stage, spend 3 hours backstage getting ready, go up, play drums. After I played that set, I'd walk back to my merch table. Got fucking high five from every single person walking out of the venue. Wow. They're buying my CDs. They're buying my T-shirts. Those are the same people that thought I was such a piece of shit earlier. Because I went up there and I took the hate, and then I went up there with a smile on my face and did exactly what they wanted. I did what I wanted, and then I gave them what they wanted.
That's an amazing message.
Yes.
Because that message tells the youth out there to stand by what they believe in and what they want to do, and people will find a way to respect it.
Yes. If I could tell you right now that I played more shows in my life to under 10 people than I have over 10 people, what would you think? Because that's facts.
I would
and
believe
I've played
you because I have a lot of musician friends.
I've played over 1,000 shows in my life easily. Maybe 1,000 shows before I turned 25.
Yeah.
Okay? I have played more shows to under 10 people than I have over at this point still.
And you have to.
And those are the things that I know I can look any artist in the face and be like, have you done that? Did you go and play tours for free? The only reason you got on stage was to ask if you could stay at someone's house in the crowd. Get inside of a fucking little van with all your stinky homies. Like I was saying, these are the things that I've held on to so tightly because I know that there are artists out there right now, some of your favorite artists, that are playing their first shows to 1,500 people and getting $10,000.
Well, and that's what you understand, and another reason that we've connected, and like I said earlier before we even started this, was like it's crazy how the worlds connect. Was like I had All Day on here, an Australian hip hop artist.
Shout out my boy All Day, I love you.
And you took him on tour.
Yes.
With you, and that for him, talking to him was a moment where he got to learn from someone that is as positive and as driven as you, but also you gave him an opportunity. Yeah,
and much love to him too. He was going through a lot of things on that tour. I don't know if he touched on anyone with you, but he was going through a period in his life where he was, coming to understandings of things.
Yeah.
And it was amazing chemistry because I think he's an amazing artist that has like an incredible future. But it was fun seeing him going through his moment of like trial and tribulations type shit. Figuring it out and making it through the promised land type shit because I'm really proud of what he's doing now.
Do you find it enlightening to look at people that are going through situations that you've been through and having the opportunity to play a role?
Yes. The biggest things that I'm proud of is having parts in people's careers. I took G-Eazy on his first tour.
Huge.
I took Nash on his first tour.
Huge.
I've taken Swag Hollywood on his first tour. I took All Day on his first cross country tour. I took Charisma, my little cat who's coming up.
Yeah.
All these people on their first tours. 50% of the artists I just named are skyrocketing over me as far as success-wise, right? That makes me feel great.
Yeah.
A lot of artists are going to go, man, fuck that shit. And I will say this, on some real shit, Mr. G-Eazy, I'm waiting for you to motherfucking fill your side of the favor, bro. All right? You better take me out on tour soon. I'm not playing no more. Okay? How many interviews you be saying, Ma took you out on your first tour? I'm not playing that game no more. You better take me out soon, boy. You know I need that. I need the help. Here's another thing. Ain't nobody ever taken me out on tour.
Wow.
Like, I've gone on a tour. I've gone on a tour opening for one other hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Two others. Hoodie Allen, which was awesome way back in the day, and I Am Sue, which I was on that tour, doing my fair share of the draw. So I don't get opportunities like a lot of these other people have gotten them. I stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm very proud of that. And then on the flip side, like I said, having a hand in other people's careers and knowing that, like, I was there at the jump, right? Like, I know there's inspiration in there. Yeah. Like, I know that my son has inspired people, and it makes me feel great.
I love that about you, that you do it for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't out there doing it because you see the benefit. You're doing it because
I made a song just yesterday, just to try to show everyone in the room that I can make a song like Big Sean in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All about pussy and fucking, just for fun.
Yeah.
I made a hit in 10 minutes just to show y'all that I could really do that. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
I could be out here talking about, yo, man, I'm in Hollywood, I'm drinking, I'm fucking, I'm doing this shit.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's the hottest girl in the world.
Bella. Shout out to Bella.
Like, I could be on that. But to be totally honest, like, I have a specific message.
Yeah.
I'm going to die with this message in my blood.
Yeah.
There ain't no crossroads for me when it comes to, do I sell out? Do I do that? There's no crossroads for me,
Never.
bro. I'm in this for the most purest possible reason, because my idols are up here.
Yeah.
They're Bob Dylan, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. These are people,
the real ones.
Miles Davis. These are not, no offense, Katy Perry.
No overnight six, they're not.
These are not people that had someone behind them telling them what to do.
They're legends. Their legacies will all live on because they do. And I believe that that's what really brings what a legacy will be.
Yo, I have to show you this real quick.
What we got.
Because I'm trying to
I'm always down to see anything that Mod Son is going to show me because your shit.
I got to show you just this song I was telling you, that Big Sean song.
Okay.
All right? Let me just show all y'all out there. This is not a Mod Son song. This is a Mod Son in the studio having some motherfucking something fun.
I'm ready.
Listen. Okay?
This is exclusives right here.
This is exclusive. Okay? I'm showing you. I could do this rap shit like y'all doing it if I wanted to. Bro, watch. You ready?
Wow.
Okay, you ready? Watch. Here comes the bar. Ooh, yeah, twist your leg. Ooh, yeah, break your neck. Ooh, yeah, I'm a dog. Ooh, yeah, what you expect? Look, I can do this too easy. And then look. This is what I made right after it.
What stops you? What stops you really deep down when you know that making that music can cut a check tomorrow?
Exactly. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That song right there, I sent it to my lawyer just to be funny, and he was like, yo, a lot of people would sit in the room listening to this right now and say, wow, you're finally onto something.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like, I put so much thought into these words that I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On my last album, I said, everybody's on their back in the gutter, but some look up at the stars. I don't know why we lie to each other instead of in each other's arms. Try to shoot them down with a peace sign, but they fought back twice as hard. Now I got to fight them with 3 eyes, maybe third time's a charm. Shit like that. That's pure poetry. It's pure fucking poetry.
We need more of that. You know? We need more songs like
but then I can say, hey, I love the way she said her pussy mine. And that's going to go to the radio faster.
Yeah.
Facts. And it is severely traumatizing sometimes to think about that. And then on the flip side, that's why I make songs like this. This is what I made right after it. Okay?
This is the Mod Son I know and love.
See, look at this. This is my rock band called Hotel Motel. We just dropping all the exclusives. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, it's got to go. Here we go. See a brighter day. You feel me? Like, I love music, bro.
Yes.
That's the only reason I was trying to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
This is not a flex in any way. It's just I really love music, and I know what I'm capable of. I know I can make these songs, and don't get me wrong, I don't have a lot of those songs. A little way, like sitting on my computer. I don't do that. I did that yesterday strictly because we were listening to the radio in the studio, and everyone was going, "Oh, this shit's so hot! This shit's so hot!" I'm like, really?
I can do this.
I'm like, really? Is it that hot?
Yeah.
Like, let me show you. Let me make the beat in 2 minutes. Let me rap about vagina and fucking and drugs and whatever. Here you go.
Yeah.
On a silver platter.
It's not as hard as you think it is.
God. And I write poetry.
Yeah.
I'm really trying. You know? And that's, again, you know, this is not a testament to anything else but my will to stick with what I believe in and know, which is like purity, honesty.
And thank you for sticking to what you believe.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And you talked about capability. We know your capability.
Yeah.
And shout out to my brothers, Justin Credible and Sour Milk, the LA Leakers.
That changed a lot for me, by the way. I want to really actually give a straight up, stop the whole thing and say thank you to my people at Power106 LA Leakers. Because doing that freestyle up on air was like a turning point where people are like, okay, time to take him seriously. Like, time to take him seriously. And I had labels calling all fucking month after that interview came out, that freestyle, going, yo, and then I come in and play my shit, and they're going, oh, well, no, motherfucker, I have bars. I can give you bars, but listen to me and my message. And I'm telling you, all these labels out there, because I finally came, after 10 years of saying no to labels, I finally came to a point where I'm like, for this next shit, like, I'm ready to go. Yeah. I'm ready to go. And all y'all are still sleeping. I walk into all these offices and tell them exactly what I want. Yeah. And I'm being very modest with saying what I want to them. Yeah. And they still don't bite. And I'm like, y'all are gonna lose.
How is it that MGK came on as freestyle number 13, someone that's close with you, and someone that also mentioned you when I was talking about bars. Yeah. How is it that people within the industry, know it, but the people that are in the offices are not acknowledging it?
Like, yo, the thing is this. Like, perfect example is like, okay, like Kel's freestyle dropped on the same platform mine did.
Cal Scrooby?
No, Kel's.
Oh, MGK. Yeah.
His dropped on the same platform as me. Mine has like 200,000 views. His has millions. He did. We're neck and neck on that one. I came in. To be fair, I came for his head on that one. Yeah. He was the one who went right before me, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are gonna hit me up to do this right after Kel's. Like, literally, what? Like, Kel's. When I started rapping, Kel's was in my top 5 favorite rappers. Wow. Still to this day, he is in my top 5, probably number 2 though. Yeah. Because no one can touch Kel's when it comes to rapping. Yeah. I swear to you, not. And all y'all that think you can, like Tech 9, yes, you are there. Like, you got that fucking stupid flow too. Kel's, you got that stupid flow, and like, I'm up there. Like, I can do it because those are the people I watch. You know. But yeah, he came up there and he did his thing, and I got called on right after to come up there. And I specifically was like, I gotta follow Kel, so I gotta go hard. Yeah. Why is his shit viral? Why is mine not? I ask you the same question. I don't fucking know, because I know that I came on there and fucked it up. Yeah. And I've watched all the other LA Leakers freestyles, and there is not a better one than me in my eyes. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. There is not a better one than me. I did 2 beats. I ate them both front to back, and you never heard those bars before. Yeah. In a song of mine. Those were bars straight for that shit. The first one was all freestyle. Yeah. Okay? I came for the fucking title. Did I get it? No, I didn't. But I think you did get a lot of respect from coming up there. Yes. Yes. And that platform allowing you to show people that not devalued what you did, but just didn't understand it. Right. And I specifically knew that in my head too coming up. I was like, okay, this is the time to flex. Like, let's show them what we got. I brought that attitude onto my new album. Yeah. Like, because I made the album. Let's talk about the new album. Yeah. Let's talk about the new album now. It starts with No Shirt On. Yeah. Which is, I think, my second favorite song on the album behind Grow Through What You Go Through. Yes, my guy. Both of those two, but No Shirt. The video speaks wonders. Yeah. Talk to me about that. Yeah. So like, okay, first off, my new album, BB, I produced all of it except one song. So,
I didn't know that.
So that's like the whole. That kind of opens up the door to why this album is, in my opinion, amazing.
Yeah.
I made all the beats.
Wow.
I recorded all the music. I walk up, hit spacebar, walk up to the mic, mixed it. I mixed it. Okay. At this point in my career, I sent it off to people to mix, and they couldn't mix it better than me.
Wow.
I had to mix it myself. I mixed it myself. I put everything I had into it in 30 days. 30 days, front to back. And the song No Shirt On is the first one on it. And I've always gone for such grandiose concepts of videos. Like, because I'm a director at heart.
Yeah.
Like, I like to, when I'm writing a song, trust me, why I say movie.
Yeah.
Like, everything here is a movie to me. Like, I'm thinking about every single thing that's happening in my life.
If someone's watching this, it's got to be the best movie they ever watching.
It's like, I'm going to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
So, when I'm writing a song, I'm picturing it. And for No Shirt On, it's like, and for every other song, whatever, I always have this like big vision. And then lately, it's like, people just want to see Mod.
Yeah.
People just want to see Mod doing Mod, not walking.
Yeah.
Acting, and look over there. Like,
Give
those
him
are
the blue
fun.
seal over
Yeah,
here.
those are fun.
Yeah.
But people just want to see me be me right now. And so No Shirt On was like, the whole idea of this album and these videos is like, stop thinking, stop trying.
Yeah.
Like, just be a channel. Let this universe channel you. Like, if you got a camera in the room, we're gonna shoot a music video.
Yeah.
And if we don't have the best shit going on, even better.
Yeah. If we got a combi van that is rainbow painted, we gonna roll in it.
We saw that dude driving down the street.
And you're like, yo, could we use this?
We almost got ran the fuck over. We ran in front of the whip. Because we were all sitting out on the patio eating at this spot. And we saw it and busted all of us, like 4 of us, busted in front of the whip. Like, yo!
Yeah.
We need that. Took it up the hill to my crib, shot the shit.
The first thing that really jumped out to me was the concept of having designer label.
Okay, yeah, so that was the little director of me.
Yeah,
That's
the brand's burning.
It was all designer shit, and trust me, like, here's another thing. Like, I dealt with for so long because I am Mr. Hippie Hop. I am a hippie. I'm like that. But, like, I reinvent the word, okay? So I'm not wearing, like, flip-flops and goddamn, like, a drug rug, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I am 100% inspired by fashion, by clothes, by what you put on your body.
Yeah.
Again, I was raised by 2 women. Like, one of the first things they taught me was you don't wear navy blue and black together. You feel me? Like, that's one of the first things I was taught.
Take note. Take note.
So, like, I was raised into that. And, like, I found designers like Alexander McQueen who said one of the greatest quotes ever that can be applied to anything. He said, before you can make something, you have to learn how to take it apart.
Yeah.
He said that about clothes. He was Mr. Deconstruct, construct. Like that came over into my real life. Then you have Vivienne Westwood, who said that I could turn this garbage bag into couture.
Yeah.
That came into my real life. These are things that, like, I'm not talking about fashion labels out there like fucking Gucci, who you don't even know who Gucci is. Like, I'm talking about real designers.
Yeah.
They inspire the shit out of me. Jean-Paul Gaultier is probably one of the biggest geniuses in the world. Okay, you only know him for his fucking circle sunglasses that all the Migos wear and shit. I'm talking about Jean-Paul Gaultier. Okay, he literally invented style on a level that most can't comprehend. So, like, I'm 100% into those things, and I've gone through a lot of shit just hearing, because, like, oh, you like this and that, but you're wearing $1,000 sweater. Like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
And, like, feel the sweater.
Yeah.
Touch the sweater. Like, do you know how many threads it took to make this? Like,
the
I'm in
understanding
love
of it.
with that stuff, because this is also my canvas.
Yeah.
You know, I would be naked all the time if I could, but I've gone to jail for that already. All right? And it's not a pretty jail sentence, all right? It's not a good jail sentence on a naked dude running down the street. So, like, I love to dress my body in beautiful things. And I don't... Yeah.
You do, you know, we talk music, you talk directing, you talk poetry and writing, you talk fashion.
Yeah.
There's so much going on here. Do you ever think that if you stripped away a couple of them and were only focused on one?
Yeah. 100%.
That it would skyrocket you further?
Yep. unfortunately, I was born with the mind of a goddamn outlaw desperado. Like, I know, like I said, I know exactly what could work for me. Like,
what is that? In a picture of, tell me what would work that would get you to a level of household names.
Yeah.
Never worry about money again. Never worry about the kids of kids' money. What would that be?
Take g-eazy slot. That's it.
Yeah.
It's literally a inspired look from something that makes you think of a different time period, mixed with relevant bars about right now and everything that's happening on the radio, mixed with hot beats that have nothing to do with melody or structure at all. And you put that all together, and like that's what it is. It's like there is not a lot of room for that in this world. And I'm not discrediting my brother at all. I'm saying, like, I know what worked for him because I was there from the beginning with him. Like, you know, I know what's worked for, like, over here, Made in Tokyo, you know? I know what's worked for all these artists, my contemporaries out there and peers. I've seen it. I know it worked for Nash. I know it worked for Black Bear.
Yeah.
You know? I know
it
worked
with
many times over and over. And we're not so good lately anymore. It sucks. Like, maybe we'll come back around. I hope we do, because I'm a good man. I would like to get that friendship back. But like, I know that if I wanted to push this pseudo hippie 70s type vibe mixed with nowadays rap, it's over. It's easy. It's literally easy. But, like, could I take myself seriously?
Which is the most important thing.
Yeah. Like, could I take myself seriously? Now, it's one thing if I was playing a joke on the world.
Yeah.
On some Warhol shit. Where I was like, okay, I'm going to drop that song that I played you.
Yeah.
And I am going to drop these hard things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to totally switch up in front of your eyes. And it's like an art experiment for me.
Yeah.
That could be something. But I wouldn't be able to take myself seriously talking about things that I am petrified to even hear.
Yeah.
I'm mortified hearing about someone say the word bitch and hoe over and over to the point that my little cousins are calling each other bitches and hoes, and they are 6, 7 years old. That mortifies me.
Yeah.
Okay? My son don't do that in his music. My son might talk about doing some shit that your 7 and 6 year olds shouldn't do, but he ain't telling you that a woman is a hoe and a woman is a bitch. I'm not doing that.
I'm all about that. I watched someone who's been in the eye a lot lately, and you maybe have similar thoughts on, is Russ.
Yeah.
And Russ sat down with Rap Radar, and he really broke down the fact that he came up a lot of criticism when we come to the talk about mumble rap.
Yeah.
And the fact that kids are being told to drink lean, go out and take Xanax, Xanny bars.
Yeah.
And he really goes, why are we telling our youth these things, and yet I'm being vindicated for being true to who I am and trying to improve and show people that you can do this without having to do anything else.
Then this is the question that I raised to him. His song that came out was about a love song.
Wife You Up?
No, the big one of his big ones, his early ones. And then he's got a follow-up single all about making money and being more poppin' than you. Where does your conscience lie then?
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me one thing and do the other? I don't like that. I don't like people who glorify themselves.
Yeah.
So like, I will take a stand on that and say I don't like people who make themselves out to be like some kind of hero. Okay, so if you're coming in saying you're gonna save the world and save hip hop, you're not. Yeah. You're fucking not. Okay.
If you have a message that you're
listen,
putting out, you must stand
like,
by.
are you gonna look Young Thug in the eye and tell him he's doing something wrong? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Young Thug ain't doing nothing wrong. Yeah, he's talking about that shit too.
Yeah.
But he's pure energy, and he's giving what he's got, and that's what he's from. Now, everybody has a mind to make decisions. If I was in the place where I was trying to do something for the world where it's saying, like, glorify me as saying I'm trying to save the youth, you can't ever contradict yourself, motherfucker. So if I ever hear a song that you say ho, you say bitch, you talk about all the money you got, and you ain't giving that money to other people besides your family, you're contradicting asshole.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
No.
So if you're gonna now me, I have not one time on here said anything but I understand I could be considered a role model.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've glorified myself.
Yeah.
I will not ever go stand in front of someone and be like, you're doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I think that if anyone's doing anything, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that the fact Young Thug gets in the studio and says those words is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a human being and he's leaving something behind.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, do I personally believe in the things that he's saying are being good or bad?
Mm-hmm.
Of course I have an opinion.
Yeah.
But am I the one that's making that music listened to? No. There are millions of people around the world that you can't stop from loving that music.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to take a stance saying stop listening to this shit? You can't tell someone to stop listening to it, because if you did, now you're telling the person who's making it that they're doing something wrong for making it.
Yeah.
And I've never told someone who's making a song, whether it's good or bad, that they're in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Make your shit.
Yeah.
Make your songs. Do I have an opinion on it? Do I have a stance? Yes. Does my stance get heard more than my music? No.
Mm-hmm. I
don't come out saying all this shit. I let my music speak for me. When I'm asked the question, I'm going to say it straight up to you for sure. But so, like, if you got a song that talks about, I'm popping now, yeah, I got money. Yeah, I made this bitch, you didn't. Yeah, I'm getting all these checks, yeah, I'm on the radio. Like, if you're doing that,
mm-hmm.
are you really helping out the youth by saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you adding to the stigma of saying material, what you have in your body, what you have on you, makes you popping?
Who out there really inspires you to do those things and you believe is really doing
musically
in
rap? Not a goddamn person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's somebody making music that I'm making, like I'm making.
Outside of rap,
I'll tell you this, like, I'm a sexual being.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of P&B rock, Ram Riddles.
Mm-hmm.
I like Lil Tracy a lot. These are all things that talk about the things that we're just going against, saying this stuff. Again, like I said, when I hear a song, I fall in love with it regardless of what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop myself from liking a song.
Yeah.
And that's what the point I was trying to get across to. Mm-hmm. Is like, whether or not your opinion is down with all this garbage music, up with all this inspirational shit.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not, you got to understand as a man, when you take that side, you got to take a side. Mm-hmm. You can't stand in the middle.
Yeah.
If you come out and take that side. I have clearly taken a side.
Yeah.
With my music, with my stance as a person speaking to you. I'm not going to tell someone they're doing something wrong. So that's that weird place that it all falls into, where no one's got to figure it out. But if you have your own answer for things, it'll always work out. Do I, if I really, really wanted to hate those things, would I be a rapper?
Yeah.
If I really wanted to hate people talking about Xanax and fucking bitches, would I really be a rapper?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's what rap is, essentially. There's a lot of rap that is that.
Yeah.
I love rap. I love Future. I love Young Thug. I love Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but at the same time, do I have any of those people tatted on my arm? No.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
and I think that's, you pretty much summed up in the last few words the exact reason I wanted you on here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are being genuine to who you are, you're putting out a good message, and you will continue to do it knowingly that it may not be the thing that's going to sell and make money.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I say this all the time. I'm worth more money dead than alive.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that what I'm doing on this planet will pay for my family's family. You know, I know that. And I'm proud as fuck of that. And if I were to trade that at any moment, just so I could take the spotlight, it won't work out that way. And I'm more concerned about what comes after me than I'm concerned about what's here right now.
Which more people should be.
Yes. And that being said, I change a lot. Mm-hmm. And anything that I've said that I truly believe in hasn't changed in me. Mm-hmm. Right? I believe in my core values. I believe in, literally, when someone says to you, how you doing today, you tell them it's the best day of your fucking life.
I fucking love that.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's a secret in this life.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe these core values I have. But at the same time, I'm changing every day. I thought I was going to die young and be alone forever. I got a girlfriend who I'm in love with, who I want to live till I'm fucking 900 years old now, just so I can be with her. I think the camera turned off.
I think we ran out of battery. But it's all good. It's
but
all
we're still
good. The message can be seen without the visuals, my brother.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, this is where we put on it. Cameron Diamond Mod kept talking. Cameron Diamond Mod kept talking.
And a picture of Mod's son.
Oh shit, my homie's here too.
Oh my G. But yeah, Mod, thank you.
Of course, bro. Yeah, okay, so we still running. Yo, I want to say, honestly, like, hey, yo, are you here? You outside?
Yeah, I'm in the lobby right now.
Oh, you are? Shit. All right, well, we just finished it up here now. See, look. This is what happens. This is why my man's right here is doing this game changer thing. Like, when you sit down and you're just talking about music to an artist, it's like those conversations are gonna last 20 minutes max.
Yeah.
When you're really talking about what this is all about, all of us trying to find a damn answer, that's when you really get in the realm of people who are changing the game. And it comes from the people that you're sitting and talking to, and you yourself, man. You are changing the game by actually giving a fuck about this, about giving a fuck about what needs to change, / what is changed because of you, because of you. And you're changing a lot by just doing this, because these interviews will be watched hundreds and hundreds of years from now and be appreciated. And you never know when your appreciation is going to come, but I'm going to tell you right now, I appreciate you, motherfucker.
My man. Mod son.
Yeah, forever and ever, baby.
Thank
My
you.
son.